Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to have you join us. What if a single camera captured evidence pointing to the international connections of one of Africa's deadliest terrorist groups? That is exactly what the Nigerian military now says has happened following a major operation against the Islamic State West Africa province, better known as ISWAP, in Borno State. According to the military, troops not only repelled a terrorist attack, but also recovered a camcorder containing footage that allegedly reveals the presence of foreign terrorist facilitators operating within the group. If confirmed, the recovery could offer fresh insight into how ISWAP continues to sustain their operation despite years of relentless military pressure. But this story goes far beyond a failed terrorist attack. The recovered footage, according to the Nigerian army, raises new questions about foreign involvement in the insurgency that has plagued Nigeria's northeast for more than a decade. Are terrorist groups in the region receiving international expertise? And what could this mean for Nigerians' ongoing fight against terrorism? These are questions security analysts will likely be examining very closely in the coming weeks. According to The Punch, the Nigerian army said troops of Operation Hadinkai successfully foiled an infiltration attempt by ISWAP fighters into Cross Kawa, located in Kukawa local government area of Borno State, on the night of July 11, 2026. The operation, the military said, prevented the terrorists from carrying out their mission and resulted in significant losses for the insurgent group. In a statement released by the acting military information officer of the Joint Task Force Northeast, Operation Hadinkai, Captain Mohammed Goni, explained that the terrorists attempted to exploit the cover of darkness to breach the military position. According to him, intelligence gathered after the operation suggests that the insurgents intended to loot medical supplies meant for treating cholera, an objective that may point to health challenges within terrorist camps themselves. But here is where the story becomes even more significant. During the exchange of fire, troops reportedly neutralized an individual identified as the group's cameraman. Following the operation, soldiers recovered a Sony camcorder which, according to the military, contained highly sensitive operational recordings, propaganda materials, and footage documenting terrorist activities. Preliminary forensic analysis of the recovered recordings reportedly produced a remarkable finding. According to the Nigerian military, the final video recorded before the failed attack allegedly showed the presence of 4 senior ISWAP commanders, together with 3 foreign terrorist facilitators believed to be playing important roles within the organization. Among those identified in the footage, according to the military, was a Palestinian identified as Abu Ishaq, whom security officials assessed to be ISWAP's principal military trainer. Also identified was a Moroccan known as Abu Taiba, who is alleged to be serving as a medical doctor within the terrorist organization. Investigators also identified a 3rd Arab operative whose identity, according to the military, has not yet been established. If these preliminary findings are confirmed through further forensic analysis, they could reinforce long-standing concerns that terrorist organizations operating in the Lake Chad Basin continue to benefit from international connections, foreign expertise, and transnational support networks. Security analysts have previously warned that groups such as ISWAP increasingly combine local recruitment with external ideological and technical assistance. Captain Goni said the presence of foreign nationals in the recovered footage strengthens existing intelligence assessment regarding ISWAP's international linkages. According to him, these foreign facilitators may provide specialized training, operational guidance, and technical support that enhance the group's ability to conduct sophisticated attacks across northeastern Nigeria. The military further disclosed that the attack occurred at approximately 10:20 p.m. when the insurgents attempted to infiltrate the military position under the cover of darkness. However, allied troops reportedly detected the advancing fighters early and responded with what the military described as coordinated and overwhelming firepower, forcing the attackers to abandon their mission and retreat after suffering heavy casualties.
The multinational joint task force has the Lake Chad Basin as its area of responsibility. Now, that particular place is a joint operational area. That's why I'm here, and I look forward to robust consultation with you so that we'll be able to free our area of responsibility.
Interestingly, the army believes the terrorist objective was not merely to attack soldiers, but to steal cholera medical supplies. According to the military, this supports recent intelligence reports suggesting that a cholera outbreak may be affecting terrorist enclaves. There have also been reports, the army said, that some infected members of the group were allegedly executed by fellow fighters, although these claims remain part of ongoing intelligence assessments. Following the battle, troops carried out exploitation operations across the area to determine the extent of the terrorist losses. During the search, soldiers reportedly recovered the Sony camcorder, several rounds of PKT ammunition, 7.62mm special ammunition, terrorist uniforms, and additional combat equipment abandoned during the retreat. The Nigerian army also said the post-engagement satellite imagery indicated that ISWAP fighters later returned to evacuate the bodies of several slain members. According to Captain Goni, this assessment was subsequently supported by credible human intelligence sources, which reportedly confirmed that numerous terrorists were killed while many others sustained gunshot wounds during the failed operation. The operation was not without casualties on the government side. According to the military, 2 Nigerian soldiers sustained gunshot wounds during the firefight. Both personnel were immediately evacuated by air to receive advanced medical treatment and are reported to be in stable condition. The military described the failed infiltration as another major setback for ISWAP following sustained offensive operations across the northeast. According to Operation Hadinkai, increasing military pressure has continued to reduce the group's ability to organize large-scale coordinated attacks while limiting their operational freedom across the theater. Yet, the broader significance of this operation may lie not only in the weapons recovered or the casualties inflicted. If the military's preliminary forensic findings are independently verified, they could provide some of the clearest evidence yet that ISWAP continues to maintain international connections extending beyond Nigeria's borders. That possibility would further reinforce the argument that defeating terrorism in the Lake Chad Basin requires not only military operations inside Nigeria, but also stronger regional cooperation, intelligence sharing, and international counter-terrorism partnerships. Investigators are expected to continue analyzing the recovered footage and other materials seized during the operation. Whether the recordings ultimately reshape current understanding of ISWAP's international network remains to be seen. But one thing is already clear. In today's fight against terrorism, a single recovered camera may prove to be just as valuable as any weapon recovered on the battlefield. For more updates and in-depth analysis, stay with us on News Express. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I am Cassie Tony, and many thanks for watching.